Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Throwing now, off play action. Looking to his fullback now. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The 49ers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers go up by 19. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lance. That one is... So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Setting up a throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cut near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Plowing up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it here. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Warriors 70.
Looking for a throw here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Motion man sent left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 14. He finds Johnson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Here we go, set.
Motioning the tight end now. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down, looking for options. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts from the goal line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Ready.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Set up. Go.
Handoff now from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set, go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lance. He puts some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Lance. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throwing is Lance. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Go!
They'll run here on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Set.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's back to throw. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the 49ers